Hello, my beautiful people. I welcome you back to my channel once again. As usual, today is Monday, and I'm here to present to you the report on the performance of our loan players all around the globe. All right. Now, in this report, we are going to look at Dylan Williams. In the past week, he has scored a goal and has provided assist. I am here to give you all the breakdown of that. Then Aaron Alsemino is injured once again, a fourth muscular tear this year alone. He's injured and is out, and I'll be giving you all the details. Then Caleb Willie has been so unfortunate with injuries. For the first time that he has started a game for Strasbourg, he's injured and out again. I am here to give you all the details. Then Esteval Willian and his team, Palmeiras, have started a title charge, 3 wins in a row, and they are on 70 points with Botafogo. They are 70 points with 29 goals. Botafogo is 70 points with 26 goals. And we only have 3 games remaining. It is our prayer that Esteval will win the title. In fact, I'll be giving you all the details, the one leading the goal chart and the assist chart. I believe strongly that Esteval can win the player of the season this year. All right. Now, before I get there, what is happening? Mr. Pep Guardiola, is Christmas over? I think the Premier League is telling Mr. Pep Guardiola that Christmas is over in the Premier League. And for the first time, Pep Guardiola has lost 5 matches in a row in his career. Mr. Ange Postecoglou, una know the fear face. Why? Why do you hammer a Pep Guardiola of all people that way? All right, that is the Premier League for you. Then, Mr. Amorim, you are welcome to the Premier League. Yes, what your predecessors have not been able to do after Alex Ferguson, I believe that you will be able to surpass them. But then the draw for you is good today because I am Chelsea. So there is no way I will enjoy your win. All right. Then who else? Meanwhile, Chelsea is going about their business quietly. No one is talking about them. And this flip-flopping journalist, very soon, they will start saying that Chelsea are title contenders. In the beginning of the season, everyone was saying that Chelsea cannot enter the top 4. Along the line, they are now putting Chelsea among the top 4 contenders. And very soon, the narrative is going to change, and they are going to put us for the title contender. I think that Chelsea is doing their business quietly, and we are doing it well. Meanwhile, in the WSL, Chelsea ladies have defeated Man U by 1-0. Man U's undefeated run for the season has been ended by the almighty Chelsea and Sonia Bompasta. So we defeated them today, and we are leading the log with a 5-point difference. All right. Someone called 911 on Anslot and his Liverpool team. I know that their next game is against Man City. Man City has just been hammered, and so I believe that that is going to motivate Man City enough to bring Liverpool run to a stop. Because if we don't call 911 on Liverpool, Liverpool is going to run away with our title this season. So, Mr. Pep Guardiola, we are in your hands. All right. Now, let us go straight forward and start looking at my loan players. The first person on the list is Leslie Ugochukwu. Their team lost against Liverpool yesterday. In fact, somewhere along the line, Southampton were leading by 2-1. But this is what title contenders do. Mo Salah was up to the task, and he came up with the goals to win the game for Liverpool. So Southampton was defeated by 2-3. Now, Leslie Ugochukwu came in as a sub in that game. He played 38 minutes of that game, had 23 touches, and his pass accuracy was 100%. In fact, he attempted 18 passes and succeeded in all of them. 100% pass accuracy. His game rating was 6.7. Made one tackle in that game. Then he attempted 6 ground duels, succeeded in 3. All right, so that was Leslie Ugochukwu in that game. The next person on the list is Alfie Gilchrist. His team, Sheffield United, draw their game against Coventry by 2-2. He played the full 90 minutes of that game, had 45 touches in the game, pass accuracy was 79%. He made 7 clearances in that game and made 2 tackles also. His ground duels, he attempted 5 and succeeded in 2. Aerial duels, he attempted 4 and succeeded in 3. He also played 3 long balls and found his teammate once in that game. All right, so that is Alfie Gilchrist in that game. Then the next person on the list is Dylan Williams. His team played 2 games within the week. The first one was on Tuesday, 12 November. I think that was the weekend after the international break, the Tuesday that followed. So on 12th November, they played against Northampton and they won that game by 5-2. In fact, Williams performed very well in that game, played the full 90 minutes in that game, had 75 touches in the game. His game rating, in fact, he was the man of the match in the game, 8.5 game rating. His pass accuracy was 89%. He scored 1 goal and had 1 assist. He provided 1 assist in that game, 1 goal, 1 assist. But also, he created 1 very big chance in that game. Key passes, he made 3. He made 3 key passes in that game. Tackles, he made 3. And then ground duels, he attempted 6, succeeded in 4. Then shot on target, he had 1 shot on target. And that was the one that resulted in the goal. All right. Then the next person on the list is Andre Santos. Now, their team, Strasbourg, has not been doing too well this time. They have lost 3 games in a row. And today they lost against Nice. They lost by 2-1. In fact, they were leading by 1-0, but then the table turned and then Nice defeated them by 2-1 by full time. Andre Santos played the full 90 minutes of that game. He had 81 touches in the game. Pass accuracy was 85%. His game rating was 7.8. Made 2 clearances in that game. Made 9 tackles in that game. And also made 3 key passes in that game. Ground duels, he attempted 12 and succeeded in 11. Then aerial duels, he attempted 2 and succeeded in 2, 100% over there. Then the next person on the list is Aaron Arsemino. As I told you, Aaron Arsemino is injured. When Aaron Arsemino played their game against Sarmiento, they won that game by 2-0. In fact, he was taken off at halftime. After the end of the first half, they took him off. So he didn't come back for the second half. So he played 45 minutes in that game. I was wondering why he was taken off. Initially, there was no report that he was injured. But at the end of the game, Aaron Arsemino was suffering from a hamstring of a sort. And when he was entering the bus, it was obvious that Arsemino was injured. And so it is now out that Aaron Arsemino has had a muscular tear, and scans have indicated that he will be out for close to a month. He will be out for close to a month. So on Thursday, 21st November, they played a game against Union de Santa Fe, and they won that game by 1-0. He was not involved. Then on Sunday, yesterday, again, they played against Huracan, and then they drew that game by 0-0. Again, he was not involved. He is injured, so Arsemino is out. All right. Then the next person on the list is Bashir Humphrey. Now, their team won their game against Bristol City by 1-0. It was played on Saturday. Humphrey played 12 minutes of that game, had 11 touches in the game. Then his game rating was 6.9. He made 4 clearances in that game, 1 tackle, area duels. He made 1, he succeeded in 1. Then ground duels, he attempted 2 and succeeded in 1. So that is Humphrey. Then the next person on the list is Leo Casledine. Now, their team, Shrewsbury, played 2 games. The first one was on Tuesday, the 12th of November. They lost that game by 3-0 to Walsall. And then Leo Casledine was an unused sub in that game, actually. Then they also played a game on Saturday, 23rd November. They won that game by 3-2 against Birmingham. Casledine played a full 90 minutes in that game, had 23 touches in the game. He had 1 shot off target, actually. And then he also received a yellow card in that game. His game rating was 6.5. And ground duels, he attempted 11 ground duels and succeeded in 4. Area duels, he attempted 4 and succeeded in 2. So that is Leo Casledine. Then the next person on the list is Georgi Petrovic. He's also at Strasbourg. As I told you, they have lost their game against Nice by 2-1. And Petrovic played a full 90 minutes of that game. He had 49 touches in that game. His pass accuracy was 75. He attempted 22 long balls and succeeded in 12. He also made 4 saves, and all the 4 saves were in the box. All right. Then the next person on the list is Trevor Chalobah. His team, Crystal Palace, drew their game against Aston Villa on Saturday. Chalobah played a full 90 minutes of that game. He had 39 touches in that game. Then, but I can tell you that Chalobah committed 1 error that led to a shot. Now, his pass accuracy in that game was 67%. Ground duels, he attempted 6, succeeded in 2. Aerial duels, he attempted 2 and succeeded in 1. All right. Then the next person on the list is Raheem Sterling. He came on as a sub in the Arsenal game against Nottingham Forest. Now, Raheem Sterling had 8 touches in the game. He came on very late, but I can tell you that he provided 1 assist in that game and also made 1 key pass in that game. Ground duels, he attempted 2 and succeeded in 1. All right. So that is Raheem Sterling. Then the next person on the list is Armando Broja. He's still out. He's not back. He's still out injured. It's so unfortunate. All right. Then the next person on the list is Kepa Arrizabalaga, who is at Bournemouth. They lost their game against Brighton. Lost their game against Brighton by 1-2. Arrizabalaga played a full 90 minutes of that game, had 38 touches in the game, made 2 saves. 2 saves, actually. He played 6 long balls, and his long balls found his teammate 3 times. His game rating was 6.8, and he also made 1 clearance in that game. All right, but I can tell you that his pass accuracy in that game was also 89%. That is good. All right, then the next person on the list is Ronnie Starter. This time around also, he was not in the squad. Their team lost against Stockport by 3-0. He was not in the squad at all. The next person on the list is Mike Pendes. Mike Pendes is at Genk. Their team, Genk, won against Charleroi. But I can tell you that Mike Pendes was an unused sub. He was an unused sub in that game. All right. Then we have Esteval Willian. As I told you, Esteval Willian's team, Palmeiras, is on a title charge. They are now level on points with Botafogo on 70, but they are ahead with a 29 goal difference over there. And so we believe that they will be able to continue this and win the title for Esteval. Now, I can tell you that Esteval is now on 21 goal contributions. He's leading the goal chart with 12 goals. And his teammate, one of his teammates called Rafael Viega, is actually challenging him for the top goal scorer. And I think that Rafael Viega, you have to cool down. You have to cool down. Allow the guy to take away the golden boot and bring it along to Chelsea. All right. So Esteval, their team played on Wednesday, 20th November. He was just back from the international duty, and so he was not in the squad. He was not involved in that game at all. All right. Then they also played a game against Atletico Go. They won that game by 1-0, and I can tell you that Esteval was the one who provided the assist for that goal to be scored. In fact, he played 89 minutes in that game, had 41 touches, and he also had 77% pass accuracy. His game rating was 7.3, and he made 3 key passes in that game. Ground duels, he attempted 9 and succeeded in 2. But I can also confirm to you that Esteval missed 1 big chance in that game. All right. The most important thing is that the team won the game. So that is the most important thing. The next person on the list is Kendry Pias. Their team won 7-0 against Makara. 7-0 against Makara yesterday, Sunday. And Kendry Pias was an unused sub. He was on the bench. He was an unused sub in that game. Then the next person on the list is Caleb Willie. He's so unfortunate. He has been injured throughout. On the 2nd of November, he was brought on as a sub, and he played only 1 minute in the game. Then on the 9th of November, he played 6 minutes. They lost that game against AS Monaco. He played 6 minutes of that game. Then today, he started their game against Nice, and they lost that game by 2-1. But Caleb Willie was injured by the end of the first half, and so he didn't come on for the second half. For the minute he has played, he had 27 touches in that game. He had 93% pass accuracy. His game rating was 6.7. Then he made 2 clearances in that game. He also made 3 interceptions in that game over there, and he attempted 3 aerial duels and succeeded in 1. Then the last person on the list is David Datro Fofana, DD Fofana. They played their game yesterday, and they won against Besiktas by 4-2. And Fofana came in as a sub and played 18 minutes of that game. He had 5 touches in that game. And then astonishingly, he had no pass. He had no pass in the game at all. But then he scored a goal. He scored 1 goal in that game. His game rating was 7.8. Ground duels, he attempted 2 and succeeded in 1. Then he also played 2 long balls in that game. All right, so that is David Datro Fofana, and that brings us to the end of the report on the performance of our loan players. Once again, if you have still not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button. It will go a very long way to push the channel forward. And also hit the notification bell so that when these videos come, you'll be among the first to get them. Thank you very much. Till I see you in midweek for our game. I think that is on Thursday. I'll come with a preview, actually, for the Thursday game. So please, once again, subscribe. Till I see you then. Bye for now.